What's up, good people? Welcome back to our channel, Just TV. Thank you guys for stopping by, child. We love to see it. We got another video coming on out at y'all because I got a lot of stuff to talk about. It's been a while. I missed y'all. It's been a while. Anyway, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about some things. We're going to talk about a 5-year-old being unalived in Georgia, child, while he slept. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about craziness that's going on in New York train stations, child. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a new ice skating academy for the black people that's opening up. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Sunny and her husband on the Sunny from The View and her husband. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Megan, the stallion, child. We're going to talk about Chance, the rapper, child. We're going to talk about Mary J. Blige ex-husband Kendall. We're going to talk about it all on this episode today. Child, we're going to talk about it. Let's get right into it. Oh, child, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Have y'all been keeping up with the news? Have y'all been seeing the shenanigans that's going on? I don't know. We're going to just talk about it all. Right here, right now, right today. Y'all drop that in the comments and let me know what y'all are more interested in hearing about. Before I even start on all of these topics, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know. Because Kendall and Mary is what excites me, child. And Megan, child. We're going to talk about it all. So let's get right into it. We're going to talk about this craziness that's going on in NYC trains. Y'all already know I am originally from NYC. And I be keeping up with the news out there. Child, I be keeping up with the news out there. So I'm going to play this video. And y'all let me know what y'all think about it. When we come back, we're going to discuss. When we come back, and y'all drop it in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this video. What y'all would have done. Child, here we go.
Get up! Shut the fuck up! No, no, hey. No. No, swallow! No smoking.
Now that y'all seen the video, y'all got a chance to see what's going on in that video. What would you have done? What would you have done if somebody accosted you like that on a train? What if you would have done? Would you have complied? Would you have done what that lady did? Or would you have boxed that lady down like it's nobody's business? I didn't even, to be honest, I'm just being honest here. I couldn't even tell if that was a man or a woman. I'm just saying. Y'all drop that in the comments and let me know if that was a man or a woman. Because I could not tell if it was a man or a woman. Or like a trans, I'm not sure. And I'm not trying to be funny, none of that stuff. I just couldn't tell. I was like, what is happening here? What's going on? What is this? Anyway, let me tell y'all, growing up in New York, y'all already know. When I would travel to trains, because I would travel to trains all kind of nights, like daytime, nighttime, 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. I had a job where I had to be to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I was on a train at like 4:30 in the morning, walking down Manhattan streets on 42nd Street. 42nd Street, yes, 42nd Street. Walking down 42nd Street at like 5 something in the morning. Like a prostitute, child. Like a prostitute, child. That's what I was doing. I was dressed like one, but I'm just saying, those are the hours. So I was out there, child. I was out there going to work. But I would have me some mace and, in my pocket, just in case. And I was willing to use it. Just in case. Because, like I say, I'm coming home at the end of the day. I'm coming home. I don't know about you, but if you accost me in the street, I'm coming home. I don't know what you're going to be, but I'm coming home. That was my thinking back in the day. But I was also young. But situations like this would happen on the train all the time. And it was literally worse than this growing up. Like on the train, it was worse than this. When I was younger, when I was in like junior high school, public school, I used to be so afraid of taking a train in New York because crazy stuff would happen on the train. So I was afraid to take the train. And I'm not even gonna lie. Like I was afraid to take the train when I was in like public school and junior high school and stuff like that. But then when I actually started taking a train and taking the train by myself and taking the bus by myself, I gained a little bit more courage because I had to get around, you know. But I can't front. Like growing up in New York, I was afraid to take the trains because of all the crazy stuff that was happening on the trains, even crazy stuff that was happening on the bus. Child, I'll tell y'all a story though. Sidebar. Like one day my sister was coming home. She was coming home from school because she used to go to school at night. So she was coming home from school and stuff. She was on the train. The train was crowded. I think it was the D train. I think C train. C train. It was a C train. She was crying. She came home, busting the door. She was crying, blah, blah, blah. Walking down the street. She ain't having no coat, no nothing. Now, I'm like, when she left this house, she had on a coat. So I'm just like, what happened to you? Why are you crying? What happened to your coat? Everybody up in arms. My mom, my brothers. Like, what's going on? What's happening? They up in arms because she came in the house, busted the house, crying. Right? Nobody ain't want to tell me because I think I was in like junior high school at the time. And I used to take the train to school or walk to school, whatever the case may be. And, nobody didn't want to tell me because they didn't want to scare me, whatever. Kind of find out that she was on the train. The train was crowded. She was on way. It was late at night. And this man had instigated on her coat while she was on the train. She was like, she didn't realize what was happening because the train was rocky, you know, it was crowded and people were swaying back and forth. She said she felt something, but she couldn't really feel nothing. Like she didn't know what was going on, blah, 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 whatever. And as soon as she realized what happened, she got off the train. She said he got off the train with her. She took off her coat, threw it, whatever. She had a, in her coat and she was going to stab, but the dude ran away. But that's what happened to my sister on the train. So, imagine if this happened to you on the train. What that man did to that lady on the train. I don't even know if it was a man or a woman. I couldn't tell. I think it was a man, but I'm not sure. But then you had a whole bunch of people on the train that didn't help her. They could have overpowered him. Then you had men on the train that was videotaping. I.e. the guy who was videotaping the video. Nobody decided to help. That's this lady. Like, nobody. And it was a bunch of people on the train. No, y'all could band together, could have helped that lady. Everybody was scared. Like, I don't know what's happening to the world today where we get to the point where nobody is willing to help. Everybody wants to pull out a phone and record. I'm kind of weirded out about that. Literally, I'm weirded out. Because I'm just like, it was like, I counted like 15 people on that train. And one of that person, 10 to 15 people on that train, and one of that person, they barely had on any clothes, so you don't know whether they carrying a weapon or not. But at the end of the day, it's enough of y'all that y'all could have helped this lady. And even if they had a weapon, the weapon was not out or like readily seen. So I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. I just feel like women get the short end of the stick, and then you got a whole bunch of men on the train that don't want to help. They pull out their phone to record instead and post it online instead of helping. I'm weirded out about that. I'm like absolutely weirded out about that. Anyway, y'all drop that in the comments. Let me know what y'all would have done in this situation. Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Just drop that in the comments. Let me know if y'all would have beat the crap out of this fool on the train. Anyway, drop that in the comments. Let me know. Moving on. Ciao. We got ourselves, I'm gonna post a picture, a black-owned ice skating academy, child. They doing it up. And I love this for us. I love this for us, and I love this for little girls. That's just like when they opened up the Black Ballerina Academy, which we had I think last year or the year before last, we had all of those little girls, black girls, all on our timelines, doing ballerina stances, doing ballerina dances, and I was in heaven. I was loving it. Loving it. So this skating ring, black-owned academy for young black girls, I love it even more. And the reason why I say that is because When I was younger, I used to watch the Winter Olympics, right? And I remember watching the ice skating for the Winter Olympics. I used to love the ice skating. I used to love the dances. I used to love everything about it. I am not athletic like that, but I used to love to see it, right? And there was that one French black girl who was adopted. She was an ice skater, and she did a stellar performance. I'm gonna see if I can find her picture and put it up there. A stellar performance. I watched that ice skating performance. She backflipped twice. I could still remember it to this day, and I was in like junior high school. She backflipped twice. She nailed her performance. Did not mess up, and she still got second place. And she would not stand on the podium, and we all knew why. She cried the whole time that they was giving out awards. She didn't want to accept that award because she knew she blew those girls out of the box. But yet they did not give her the gold medal. I think she got the second bronze medal. I think she got the silver medal or the silver. I think she got the silver medal, but don't get me wrong. They did not want to give her the gold medal. They scored her low intentionally. And she had such a great performance. I was out of my bed because I used to watch it at nighttime in my room. I had a TV in my room and I used to watch the Olympics at nighttime by myself. And I'm watching this performance and I was crying with her while she was standing next to that podium. She would not stand on that podium. I can't remember her name, but I'm gonna look up the article and I'm gonna post it here. And so this right here gives me hope that there's a lot of young black girls that will enroll and just enjoy the process. Like recently I have been seeing this black girl on my TikTok timeline and she does ice skating as well. Amazing. I love it. Like I love it. I love to see it. And it's black owned. So I'm here for it. Kudos, and more kudos. You know, I wish them all the best. I wish them success, and I wish everybody who's coming out of the academy success. There's a lot of things that need to change in order for us to move forward as a society, which I don't think is going to happen in the next couple of years. I feel like we took 10 steps forward. Now we're taking 20 steps back. But that's a topic for another video. But I just feel like we have to change the spaces that, black people go into and compete in, and we have to diversify that in order for us to succeed. With the current society and the current climate, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. So we have to find a workaround. But that's neither here nor there. I am excited that this black-owned skating academy has come up, and I'm excited for the young black girls who will be attending this, and they will succeed. Trust me, they will succeed.
This skater refused to accept her medal. At the 1994 World Figure Skating Championships, Surya Bonali was one of the few black athletes in the sport at the time. She performed a flawless double axel and even executed a solid triple axel. Showing beautiful performance which was perfectly in sync with the music, she finished her program. However, in the end, Surya Bonali's artistic score was lower than expected for someone of her talent. During the medal ceremony, she refused to step onto the podium. She eventually had no choice but to do so, but she took off the medal, while tears streaming down her face. Even after the ceremony ended, she barely answered the flood of questions from reporters who rushed to interview her. Later, in 1998, she confidently announced her retirement after performing the banned backflip move.
Let's talk about this 5-year-old that was unalived in Georgia. This happened a couple of weeks ago. This mom and her 3 kids, I want to say, was sleeping and somebody pum-pumed up her house. In the middle of the night, she didn't know what happened. Her 5-year-old was unalived. I'll put the picture up here, or put the story. I have a video. I think I have a video. While the whole family slept. Nobody knows what happened. They think it was the wrong house. And this is just sad that this is happening in 2024. It happened in 2024 because we're in 2025 now. But it happened in 2024. And it's sad that this happened to this baby. Whole life ahead of them taken away because it could have been a possibly wrong house. She doesn't even know. Like, she doesn't have nothing going on in her house. So she doesn't know what happened, what's going on. And it's just sad that this baby got caught in a crossfire of a situation and she has no idea what's going on. The mother, she's like, there's no man living here, blah blah blah, whatever. Y'all gonna see. I'll post a video. Y'all drop that in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about that, because I feel like this is getting to be a little bit repetitive and a little bit ridiculous that these events are happening, and it shouldn't be happening in 2025. Like, why are you doing a drive-by in 2025? 2024. What happened? And then there's babies in this house. Like, come on, child. What are you doing here? Anyway, y'all drop that in the comments and let me know what y'all think about that situation. Y'all let me know if y'all feel like the mother is hiding something, or she's not telling, or she got more going on than she think. Because sometimes that happens, but it didn't seem like it to me. The only thing that kind of struck me as odd was her inability to be emotional. Because I was just like, if I had a 5-year-old and my 5-year-old was unalive while he was sleeping, craziness happening, I would be distraught. Like, I would be inconsolable. So I don't know. That was the only thing that struck me as odd, but I might be wrong. It could just be me. Some people could still just be in shock, whatever the situation is. But y'all drop that in the comments and let me know what y'all think about that situation.
A mother is grieving after someone shot up her home and killed her 5-year-old son. Channel 2's Tom Jones, live now in DeKalb County. And Tom, the home is just covered in bullet holes.
It is, George. I counted at least 15 bullet holes here. The mother counted at least 20. She says one of those bullets went into her son's room, her 5-year-old son's room, and killed him. Now she wants the shooter captured, and she wants them put away for a long time.
It was like a horror movie, just a horror movie in real life.
Lorna Rooney says the frightening ordeal she went through inside her home left her 5-year-old son dead from a gunshot wound.
I just miss my baby. Yeah, he ain't deserved that.
Rooney says it was in the early morning, the day before New Year's Eve. She and her 3 kids were asleep in their home near Boulder Crest Road. She heard loud noises and went to check on her children. 5-year-old Lavari was unresponsive.
What really hurts me, in addition to losing my baby, is that his 4-year-old brother was asleep right beside him as well.
Rooney then realized someone had shot up her home. We saw bullet holes everywhere. She has no idea who would do something like this.
And I can speculate and say maybe they thought someone else was there, maybe it was the wrong house. It just should not happen.
DeKalb police say they had no information to offer about this incident other than to say it's under investigation.
It's just a nightmare.
Rooney says her son was super smart, loved to play outdoors, and would tell her she was beautiful. Now she is pleading with anyone who knows anything about this incident to give police a call.
I just want justice for my baby.
And neighbors say they heard gunfire that night and heard a car speeding away. One neighbor says they found bullet fragments in their yard. Go to the store on their website and you can click on the link if you'd like to help the family with funeral expenses. We are live in DeKalb County. I'm Tom Jones for Channel 2 Action News.
The strength that mother had to sit down with you, Tom, and talk about what happened to get attention.
Tough.
Absolutely. Tom Jones.
Situation. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to The View. Sunny Hostin, child. Sunny Hostin's husband is being sued for insurance fraud. Now, y'all already know that he is a doctor, because she always say on the show, he's a doctor. And in 2020, listen, I feel like, well, before I say my opinion, yes, they said that he didn't file for, or he was charging or changing documents and stuff like that. And he's going to be on trial for that, right? She didn't really say much about it. She hasn't really come and spoke out about it. She didn't really say much about it. But like they're going to go through the motions. She is a lawyer. He is a doctor. They will figure it out. Got it. I feel like they're coming from New York, living in New York, growing up in New York. I had come across a lot of doctors that will fudge paperwork in order for you to get a procedure done or to have Medicaid pay for certain procedures. I've had it done personally. I've known people who had it done, and they just embellish a little bit or charge something different so that they will, or that's comparable, so that Medicaid will pay for the surgery that you actually need if it's around the same price, because they have a lot of restrictions on certain stuff. Insurance, y'all already know the insurance battle. I don't even got to talk about it. Y'all already know the struggles with insurance. You pay this astronomical amount towards these insurance companies, and they do not want to pay for anything. They don't want to pay for anything after you spend all your money out of your pocket. They don't want to pay for nothing. So doctors know the situation. They want to get paid and they know certain workarounds. And I feel like that's what's happening with Sonny's case. But I feel like, also, my opinion, I feel like they are investigating her husband on the low, on the back end, because of her political views on The View. That's just cause and effect, like I said in my last video, cause and effect. And that's what I feel like, because why would he be on the radar when there's so many other doctors that could be on the radar? Like, why would he be on the radar to get this far? Like, I'm not sure, I'm not understanding, but I feel like the reason why he was on the radar is because of her political views and her outspokenness towards certain people or individuals or parties that they do not agree with. And so that's why he's on the radar. But that's just how I feel. That's just me. That's how I feel. Then we have another post where they saying that ABC is kind of like ditching her. I'm not sure. I've seen her recently on The View, so I don't know if that particular one, the one I posted, I don't know if that one is true, but I've seen her on The View recently, and so I don't know how true that one is. But yeah, so if Sonny leaves, it's a sad situation that her voice and her opinion, because she says things that people don't want to say, and she's more than most of the time spot on. It sucks that if that's the case that she will be leaving The View. I hope not, but you never know. You never know. And then I hope maybe if she does leave that she'll come back eventually, just to to clear up the case or whatever the case may be is, and then she'll come back. But at the end of the day, I hope that this is not the reason why she's leaving The View, or that they are choosing to get rid of her from The View. And I hope that she will, I just feel like this is just retribution for, her views. But y'all drop that in the comments and let me know, because I know plenty of doctors who have fudged documents in order to have a procedure paid for, especially if you need it. It's neither here nor there. But at the end of the day, y'all drop that in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Let me know if the two correlate, like I always say. Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let me see if I sent this over. Let's move on. I don't think so. I don't think so. I didn't. So let's move on to Chance the Rapper and his wife has finally reached a settlement in their divorce case. I did not think that they was going to settle so soon, or not even settle so soon. I just didn't think they was going to get divorced so soon. But Chance the Rapper was for the streets, child. He was in Jamaica shaking it. And ever since then, it's been downhill for him and his marriage and everything else. Because initially, before that Jamaica video popped up, he was in blissful heaven with his wife and his kids. And, people been taking shots at his wife, all kind of stuff. And I feel like he feels some kind of way about that. But at the end of the day, he be in the streets. So, I don't know. Hopefully, she got a decent amount settled. And her kids will be taken care of. They did not give the specifics of their divorce decree. Like, they didn't state like what was stipulated in the divorce, so we won't know. But they did reach a settlement, him and now ex-wife, child. She is the ex of the ex of the ex, child, the ex. Y'all drop that in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this situation. I don't know, because they was together for a while. They were together for quite a while before he introduced her to the public. And once he introduced her to the public, it went downhill from there. So y'all drop that in the comments and let me know what y'all think about that whole situation. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all think Chance is for the streets? I don't know. I think you for the streets. She seemed like a nice girl. This kid's beautiful, though. Y'all drop that in the comments. But let's move on. Because this video feel like it's getting lengthy. Let's move on. Child, let's talk about Kendu. I'm posted up here. Kendu is out here talking about his divorce from Mary caused stress and he was hospitalized. What you think your actions before the divorce caused her? Especially if we heavily know, and it's been speculated for a long time or circulated for a long time, that Mary J. Blige has been doing drugs, allegedly. Right? A long time. People been saying that she be on that cocaine, all that stuff. Right? Then come to find out, you cheated with this girl and you've been dealing with her for the longest, taking her on trips, using Mary's money, to take care of this girl, this, that, and the third. Right? She settled with you. She paid you what she needed to pay you. She had to start working back again. $30,000 a month that she was paying you. She went back to work. She made, she did power. She did good on power. She was getting paid. And, now she good because she got to pay you no more. But you want to come out now and talk about how she stressed you out and you was hospitalized? Imagine what happened to her. I don't feel sorry for you, sir. That's the craziest thing. I don't feel sorry for you because your actions caused your stress and your hospitalization. You the one that cheated. Why is that her problem? Why is that on her? It bugs me that it's crazy to me how you cheated, caused the divorce, and you were stressed and hospitalized, so that's her fault? You cheating was her fault too? Like, how's that work? How's that work? I'm trying to piece it together in my brain. How's that work? You cheating, which was the catalyst of everything, caused her. That's on her? So because you got divorced from her, it caused you stress and you hospitalization? I don't understand that. I don't understand how that's her problem. That sounds like a you problem and not a her problem. Like, because she was able to bounce back and thrive and move on and people love her and people want to continue to see her succeed outside of you. That's her problem, that you were stressed out and hospitalized. Imagine how she felt, sir. I do not feel sorry for you, not one bit. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for your peoples who was using her name. I don't feel sorry for the girl. I don't feel sorry for any of y'all in that situation because I don't care what happened in your marriage. You stepped out. She got a divorce. What she was supposed to do? What did you expect her to do? Stay? I think that's what the issue is. I feel like they assume that because they cheated and that our grandmothers stayed and we know that's what they do and all this and this and that. I feel like they feel like she was supposed to stay. And do what, sir? Stay and do what? Endure? While you spend up all her money, her hard-earned money that she worked for to take care of somebody else, some other chick that did not earn it. This is like that Mary J. This is like the Wendy situation. When Kevin Hunter was dealing with that girl for years, even if Wendy knew about it or not, to the point where he had a baby with her. That's how comfortable he was. To the point where he moved that girl around the corner from his house with his wife. To the point where he got sloppy enough to want to be seen in the street, leaving the gym, all kind of stuff with this girl. Everybody knew. And you expected people to stay with you and allow you to use their money to take care of these people. And now that you have no more money, she's gone. So that's reminding me of it's like two people, two edges of the same sword. Him and Kelvin, right? You expected her to stay with you after everything that you've done, after she came out and told everybody that you was the love of her life, and you changed her and you helped her and you did this and that. You cheated on her with this girl and was taking care of this girl and using her money to do it. And you expected her to stay and endure? I don't care whether you was hospitalized or not. That's a you problem, not a her problem. And it's so weird to me that they assume that that's what we're going to do. We are not our grandmothers and our great-grandmothers. You're not going to have a family here and a family up the street and we gonna stick around, and then these ladies gonna bring these kids. Like, what's love got to do with it? And drop them on your doorstep, and then you're gonna take care of them? Absolutely not. Like, what do y'all think, that women are not evolving as well? That's what y'all think, that we're supposed to endure all of the bull crap that comes with being in a relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship? That's crazy to me. That y'all expect, like, how is that a her problem because you got divorced for an action that you committed? I'm lost. Absolutely lost. Okay? Absolutely lost. I don't know. Y'all jump into the comments and let me know what y'all think about that situation. Let me know if y'all even care. Because I don't even care enough to want to hear from Kendu. Like, ever anymore. Him, Kelvin, none of them. I don't want to see them get any money, any deals, anything because they screwed over these women. I don't want to see it at all. I don't care. I don't want to hear from him. Like, dude, stay in the shadows. Do not come back to light. We don't want to see you. We don't want to hear from you. And I don't care if you was hospitalized or stressed. You deserve more. I can't tell you what more you deserve because this is YouTube. But I'm just saying, you deserve more. More than just the stress and the hospitalization. Definitely more than the stress. Okay? So we're going to keep it cute. Y'all jump in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this situation, because I don't want to hear from him. Nor do I care that he was in the hospital. Nor do I care that he was stressed. Imagine what the hell Mary was going through. To the point where Mary has not dropped the album or acted or anything before she had to pay you that $30,000 a month. She was living comfortably before she had to pay you that $30,000 a month. So now that the money is run out and she's making money back again and she's becoming notable again, now you want to come out and say something? What you looking for? Another paycheck? Child, be going. Kick rocks with open-toe shoes. Get out of here. We don't want to see you, sir, and we don't care. Really, I really wholeheartedly do not care. Let's move on to the next story. Child. Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion. Child, let's talk about it. Megan and Tory is back in the news. Sorry, I got a hangnail and I got to cut it. Megan and Tory is back in the news, child. They are back in the news. Well, Megan really. Tory a little bit, but Megan is definitely back in the news because she took him to court. And I meant to cut this off a while ago. She took him to court again because to get a restraining order, and she was granted the 5-year extension for her restraining order against him because he's still saying like crazy stuff online. And, you know, she's suing that girl who he recruited, you know, that flying monkey who he recruited to do his dirty work and leak all of this stuff and say all this stuff about her. So she's suing her. And, you know, he's upset about it. But I'm glad she was granted the restraining order. She says she fears for her life that when he gets out, that he's going to come and attack her again. And I believe him because, you know, little leprechauns don't know how to change their stripes. You know, he's a little leprechaun that he likes to wreak havoc on the world and don't want to have any consequences done. And I feel her sentiments that exactly when he gets out of jail, because he's still harassing her in jail. He's in jail and still harassing this woman. So imagine when he gets out of jail and he's free. Hopefully they deport his little leprechaun ass back to Canada so he can't be within reach so that he could harass her. But at the end of the day, he's still in prison harassing her, dropping diss tapes, all kind of stuff. Still. So she deserves a 10-year restraining order against him, against the father, against his flying monkeys that he had recruited in order to do his dirty work towards her. The comments was crazy. Still blaming her for being pew-pewed by this little leprechaun. Still, to this day. And I think he's been in jail for like 2 years. Still. But yeah, here we go. She's getting blamed. In the comments. I got all the comments on here, so I'm going to put them at the end of the video. I got all the comments on here. I'm going to put them at the end of the video, child. But the comments was crazy. Crazy. Still blaming her for the actions of this little leprechaun. Wreaking havoc. August Alsina, he just snuffed the crap out of August Alsina. And who else did he get on that he was fighting while he was out? Doing all kind of stuff, child. This is all alleged. This is all alleged in my opinion, child. This is all alleged and in my opinion. But at the end of the day, she deserved a longer restraining order because of the shenanigans that was happening in these streets with these people. This little man was wreaking havoc. So hopefully when he get out, he is deported back to Canada, so he cannot be within her reach. And I feel like the judge needs to extend that restraining order for another 5 years to keep her safe, because I don't trust him at all. At the all. I don't trust him. And I feel like she deserves it. Them people need to leave her alone. She has a right to sue everybody who was partaking in that situation, everybody who was harassing her, saying bad things about her. Yes, sue them all. Get your money, honey. Get the money. Because at the end of the day, they was harassing you. Yeah, so good for her. I'm glad that she got granted that restraining order, and I wish they extended for a lifetime. Because he feels like he's going to be wronged. He feels like he's going to be wrong, like he was wronged because his actions was justified or whatever the case may be. So he's not going to let it go. He's not going to let it go. Trust me, he's not going to let it go. But anyway, that's my fuel. Child, I will see y'all in the next one.